Hello, welcome back. It's me, Blake, and I'm going to be talking about something that, well, you remember how I had my honest opinion about Yandere Dev, and that was kinda meh. Well, we've got some pretty upsetting news about the developer of Love Letter, Dr Apeis, and how they have sexually groomed a 10-year-old back when they were 15. I have been asked by a friend of mine if the allegations of the, well, I said unsolicited, basically the allegations, they were wondering if they were true. Said that Yandere Dev and his fans are fucking crazy. I wouldn't put it past them to do fucked up things like infiltrate a server and fuck the reputation of a rival game dev. I'm like, oh no, this is true. The 10-year-old at the time who has received these pictures has even made a video about it. She's reached out to other YouTubers and told them this. I've seen the Discord screenshots. I know Jalix and his friends are weird, but the girl isn't one of them. She doesn't trust Jalix at all. And Strawberry has a Twitter. She's revealed some god-awful things about Apeis and the server. As much as I don't want to believe any of it, it happened. At least Apeis isn't a pedo, but he has done weird shit. Child grooming and pedophilia are both disgusting. Maybe I have some bias, but when I was much younger, I have had a grown man as old as my grandfather touched my bottom inappropriately and said how cute it was, and he kept stroking it and made me incredibly uncomfortable. I didn't completely know what was happening, but I had the feeling it wasn't right. He told me not to tell anyone, but I told my mom and my grandmother when he was out of earshot, and they told me never to go near him again. Unfortunately, a lot of other children who have faced these kinds of things don't understand. Children cannot consent. I don't care if you're 15 at the time or a full-ass adult. If you groom a child, you should be held accountable and responsible and do not deflect the allegations against you. Dr. Apeis, I'm looking at you. And no, with all this going on, I do not support Yandere Dev. I do not think he's better. They're both as bad as each other, and it is really, really upsetting to know. So, with all the Apeis things on Twitter, so apparently the dev of Love Letter, My True Feelings, Dr. Apeis, is a pedophile who tried to have many sexual convos with a 10-year-old. The Love Letter Discord is going absolute batshit right now. Dr. Apeis talked explicitly, sexually to a child. It doesn't matter if they were 15, the child was 10. Don't support them, please? Maybe for once hold someone accountable? Y'all was so keen to hold Yandere accountable for his actions, but as soon as it's someone you like, you just ignore it. So basically, the Twitter has gone wild. They're very upset that the developer of Lovesick has talked explicitly to a child in a sexual manner. They're very upset because the Yandere genre is cursed. I unfortunately have a lot of things about this. Dr. Apeis is like seriously, do they seriously have nothing better to do with their life? I'm being serious. It feels like everyone who tries to cancel me are bored. Someone else is like, yeah, they're just dumb. The thing is, Dr. Apeis, we're not trying to cancel you because we're bored. We're trying to cancel you because you were 15 and was it Maggie Moon was 10. Dr. Apeis has claimed that in his videos he does not condone doxing, when it has been largely seen that he has actually encouraged his love letter team and a lot of his fans to go and dox videos that talk against him. He says on his Twitter that people change and grow over time. Cancel culture is toxic. You made love letter out of spite against Yandere Simulator, which I can't exactly get up you because I want to do the same thing, but honestly, if a game is made out of spite, it is doomed to fail. They have, ignore that please. They have said, if you're wondering why all my tweets are now deleted, here's the answer: non-stop harassment. Well, maybe you wouldn't be harassed if you hadn't done the things that people have called you out for. Nitro Nix is really against Maggie Moon, said that Apeis is a nice person, and calling Maggie Moon a liar for basically a clout chaser. I'll be showing the you might want to pause the video and read these. It's just a lot there. And then I have saved a frightening amount of the grooming, which I took, well, not really took, but Maggie Moon has released a Google Docs called My Experience with Dr. Apeis when I was 10. So I'll be linking that in the description below if you want to read it fully. Maggie Moon goes into full-on detail. For those who say Dr. Apeis is a pedophile, I've seen people say Dr. Apeis is a pedophile everywhere on the internet, and I feel like this needed to be said. Teenagers can only be diagnosed with pedophilia if they're over 16, and the child they're interested in is at least 5 years younger than them. Dr. Apeis was 15, not a pedo, but still a sex offender nonetheless. Someone on Twitter said, "Damn boy, he be thick," about Tricon. Someone on this same post shared the link of my experience with Dr. Apeis when I was 10, and the person who had rebugged Tricon said, "What the actual fuck?" It's on r/Asana saying Dr. Apeis is a fucking groomer and he's just as bad as Alex. Lovesick official on Reddit has been changed to a meme, a shitpost meme place. The official subreddit for discussion about the upcoming game, ... not anymore, Apeis is a pedo, just like comdev. The pin post on the r/Lovesick official is current state of the sub explained. Long story short, Dr. Apeis is just as toxic as Yandere Dev, and well, they said he, but Apeis is a they, them. They groomed a 10-year-old at the age of 15. Lovesick. Love letter is cancelled. Shit's on fire. God is pissed. We're all dying. And this is a Chungus shitpost sub now. Go. Now stop asking questions and just go nuts. I'd like to announce that the r/Love letter MTF, while the LL Discord server shut down, someone replied, none of us on the sub or Discord are associated with Apeis and the team, and that it's a fan server, so that's nice. I'm not going to share the don't worry, I have a lot of screenshots that are relevant, and that's what I was talking about. If you want, and this is from Dr. Apeis's thing about themselves. If you really want to see a groomer in action, look at Yandere Dev, for example. That's called deflecting, and that's part of the problem. You're deflecting the allegations and brushing them off as non-existent and not real. Don't do that. I understand that if the pressure of the fans were a bit too much, but that's not the problem. The problem is that Maggie Moon has spoken up against you, and a lot of people didn't really like that. They expected better from you. I expected better from you. It's true that the fans can be crazy, but you need to take responsibility too, Apeis. You didn't exactly rein in their fans, you let them run wild, and when they became too wild, they started putting a mental strain on you. And that's your fault. I'm not saying you should control them. I'm trying to say that you need to be a bit more responsible and handle the situation differently. And because of all this, it's put a mental strain on yourself because you've been called out, and it's not good. You're trying to deflect the fact that you have sexually groomed a 10-year-old when you're 15 and trying to say, yeah, well, at least I'm not Yandere Dev. That's the thing. You're doing exactly the same thing as Yandere Dev. You're no longer better than him, you're just like him, and that is sad. Love Letter has been cancelled. Dr. Apeis is being cancelled on Twitter for sexually grooming a 10-year-old. Yandere Simulator is God knows what, and the Yandere genre seems to be screwed. I was honestly really hyped up about Love Letter. I really wanted to see what Love Letter was. Bijou, my Cub Scouts, were all excited to see what Love Letter was. The fact that Dr. Apeis lied about his identity, that he is Narwhal's following and has tried to say that he's not, is the fact that he used assets from Heartbreak, his failed game, for Love Letter, and claimed that he fixed the game in 2 weeks when really he was just using pre-made assets that he already had. He was lying to me, he was lying to you, he was lying to the whole world, and now it's blown up in his face. The fact that Narwhals is fooling, or Dr. Apeis as he is known now, didn't finish making Love, what was it, Heartbreak, sorry, shows that he was a bit incompetent. I'm not trying to say that wrong. He couldn't manage to finish an already pre-made game. Not that, no shit. The fact that he wasn't able to finish Heartbreak, he just walked off. Heartbreak pretty much failed work before it even started. He was using the assets he had from Heartbreak for Lovesick Love Letter and tried to brush it off as a new game. Sun was coding, but Sun was using codes he already had from a different game. Basically, he lied to us all. Lovesick and Love Letter is done. Yandere Simulator is... yeah, we're not talking about that. I'm not trying to shit on Apeis or anything. Maybe that's what it sounds like, but I'm just really disappointed in him. And I know that Twitter and everywhere else is disappointed in him too. That's it for the video. Thanks for listening. Sorry for screwing up what I was saying towards the end here. I don't have a script. Bye.
Targets in sight. I got shot.
Sentry gun ready to deploy. Stealth chopper inbound.
Keep fighting. Objective almost complete. Keep it up. UAV online.